How to overcome loneliness, to overcome the fear of being alone and on your own. That's what you're going to learn in this video. So make sure you stay to the end if you want to know the exact strategy, what you need to do to overcome loneliness. Are you scared of never finding your life partner? Are you scared your kids are maybe going to move out? Are you scared that you have to move out? Are you scared that your friends are going to leave you? If you are, then this video is perfect for you because you'll understand exactly what you need to do to overcome that. Because the fear of loneliness really stems down to not liking our own company. And I don't mean company as in our business, our company as in ourself. We don't truly like to be with ourself. So let me know in the comments if you've already guessed what the strategy is to overcome loneliness. I'd be curious to know if you've got it this far into the video. But let me explain this a little, because I used to hate being on my own. Being on my own meant I had to think, and I didn't like to think because one, I didn't like who I was, I didn't like what I was doing, and I didn't like where I was going. So being around people distracted my mind. When my mind was distracted, I wasn't worried about being alone. I wasn't, because I didn't have to focus on that. Because where focus goes, energy flows, and I will explain that in a moment. Now, I'm a massive introvert, and I absolutely love my own time. I really do. And for me, it's a massive thing to have my alone time and be on my own, and that's why I love working alone, because it does serve me. And I'm very cautious who comes into my life. And just as Les Brown says, OQP, only quality people. Only allow quality people into your life. That is what you should be focusing on, because those people that are in our life are going to be influencing how we think and how we feel. So OQP, remember that whenever the people that are around you make you feel bad, because they shouldn't. OQP, only allow quality people into your life. Now, we can't always help some people that we're around. Sometimes we just have to do it. And I remember when I used to work as a builder years ago, and I started this one job, and there was just the most negative, draining energy vampire I ever worked with. Everything was awful. His life was awful. He had it worse. He only did this. He only earned this much money. And at the time, I was like, that's more money than I've ever earned in my life, and you're still complaining at that. And everything was a moan. Oh, we have to do this. Oh, we have to do that. Have to. Oh, don't want to do this. Oh, let's just not do it. Blah. And it made me so drained. I had to give so much for very little return. Sometimes we can't help that. Now, I personally did leave the job because of the people that I was around were very draining, and that just didn't serve me. So that was my choice. I'm not necessarily saying to leave your job, but what I'm saying is assess, is it the best job for you? And is there something that could be better out there for you? Because at the end of the day, when you can be on your own without feeling alone, you have won. You've literally won. Nothing can top it, because you don't need anything external in your life. And it took me a while to get to that point, I will admit. It didn't just happen as a flick of a switch. It took me some progress. And this was also from the stuff that I learned in the past. So if you watch my channel, you're going to learn it much quicker, because all of the stuff that I learned is here. It's all on my channel. And you can overcome fears, phobias, anxiety, all this type of stuff from just watching my videos alone. But if you do want any more progressive help with that and want to speed that up, send me a message or head over to my website, www.maxhindle.com, and schedule in a free quantum reading with me so we can see where you are, where you want to be, and see how I can help you bridge that gap. As I said earlier, where focus goes, energy flows. What you focus on manifests. When you don't see a cut, you don't feel the cut sometimes. This isn't all the time, sometimes. But then when you see that cut, have you ever done it where you've seen it and you've gone, actually that really does hurt now. That really hurts now. Even though before, it wasn't even in your awareness. When you focus on the empty space in a room, you will see the empty space. There could be a bed. There could be a sofa or a couch for you Americans. There could be a lamp. There could be a wardrobe. But you could focus on the empty space and say, it feels so empty. You could look at all the walls and there could be nothing on the walls and say, it feels so empty in here. Because you're looking at the emptiness. And it's like that old analogy. is that glass a quarter full, or is it 3/4 empty? The way that I see it is a quarter full. I've still got drinking left to do. It's good water. And it's the same thing with focusing on people. If you focus on those people that have just caused pain and hurt in your life, what are you going to feel? I don't think you're going to be feeling joy and excitement for all that pain that they caused you, unless you see it from a different perspective. And ironically, I was doing a meditation this morning, and my focus, this morning and last night, my focus was just solely on gratitude. I was grateful for the people that screwed me over. I was grateful for all the bad that went on in my life, because all the bad that went on got me to here today. I've survived, and you've survived 100% of the bad days. That's quite good odds, if you ask me. If you can survive 100% of all the stuff that's gone on in your life, if you can survive 100% of all the negative things, all the negative experiences, all the rejections, all the hate, all the trauma, all the struggles, all the worries, all the anxiety you've been through, if you can 100% get through all of them, which you have to this day, that's not me making up a statistic. You are here today. You've made it through everything you've been through. I don't know many statistics that I've made 100% of things through. I don't think there's anything. There's really not many things. Even going to the gym, I don't go to the gym every single day of my life. I don't work every single day of my life. I work most days, but I do have days off. But I've got through 100% of my bad days. So how do we actually overcome the fear of loneliness? How do we do it? How do you do it? Because loneliness isn't just some place we arrive at. It's a place that we get to from our thoughts and our feelings, and most importantly, our action. We can learn to love loneliness, because naturally we're pack animals. We're born into a family, and regardless of what happened in our past, maybe our family had been completely broken, all that kind of stuff, but we were born into a family. We are pack animals. That is what our nature truly is, as we have a society. Now, not everyone acts as a society in society, and most people don't, but we are all one. We are human beings. No matter your age, your gender, your race, whatever, we are all the same. We are all human beings. We all have a brain. We all have hands. Other than people that have unfortunately lost them, we've all got, like, the majority of people all have the exact same ability. There's going to be more geniuses out there. There's going to be people that are a bit slower, and that's okay, and it doesn't matter. Because you may love being alone if you've had awful relationships, because you can trust yourself a bit. That could be a cause of someone who loves loneliness. That's definitely my cause of why I like why I like being alone, because I had such bad friendships, relationships, that I lost trust in everyone. So it's very difficult to completely gain my full trust, because I've had it taken so many times. And that's something that I can accept. And I appreciate that. Because now whenever I go into a friendship, a relationship, whatever, I'm always thinking, how is this going to serve both of us? If it isn't, then there's no point here, right? Because remember, OQP, what does it stand for? Only quality people, just as Les Brown once said. So the real simple explanation to overcome the fear of loneliness is self-love. When you love who you are, you don't need another to tell you that you're great. You can tell yourself. You don't need another in your life, because you are the other in your life. Imagine you looked in the mirror every day and you just said, wow, look at you. You are incredible. Not from a place of ego, from a place of true self-love, from heartfelt compassion. I love me. I truly love me. No one can take that away. I love who I am. I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm going. And I'm so grateful for who I am. That didn't just happen with a flick of a switch, because I used to hate myself. I truly did used to hate myself. And it was difficult. It was really difficult. But now I do. And if you can get to that place, loneliness won't affect you anymore. I promise you. Now, self-love is the simple answer, but it's not an easy answer and an easy outcome to get to. I will admit that. It takes a bit of time. It takes the work. The work. It doesn't just happen. It takes work. It takes practice. What are you doing for yourself to prove that you love yourself on a daily basis? If the answer is nothing, then quite frankly, it's a very naive thing to think that you can truly love yourself if you're not practicing it. It's like me saying, how am I going to speak Chinese if I just wish that I'm going to be great at Chinese? No, I have to go and learn Chinese still. It will take time. So, my question to you really is, imagine if you could look in the mirror every day. You could wake up in the morning and think, I'm grateful for who I am. I truly appreciate and love me. How would that change your life? That's a question I'd be curious to ask. So if you want help with that, drop me a message. I can help you overcome your fears of loneliness. I can help you overcome it very easily. Or head over to my website, www.maxhindle.com, and also subscribe.